Hi, my name is Megan.
Hi, Amanda.
So, what brings you in here today?
Well, I'm a student at NKU, and I've been really stressed out about school lately, and so I've kind of been drinking a lot more than I normally have, and that's concerning to me, and so that's why I'm here.
So, what exactly do you find a normal amount to drink?
Well, for me, as a college student, normal was just on the weekends, like going out with my friends on a Friday or a Saturday would be normal for me.
And what exactly do you do now?
Well, now it's a bit more than just on the weekends. I've started to drink maybe like 2 to 3 glasses of wine a day during the week. Um,
So, like when you drink this amount, like how does that make you feel?
at the time it makes me feel really good because it's a stress reliever. School stresses me out so much, and so when I'm drinking, I feel really great, but it's not always that great the next morning.
Okay. So, do you feel this? Do you feel that this is a problem?
Yeah, at first I didn't, and then I started to realize that I was waking up and I was not feeling good at all, and so then that would affect my whole entire day, and so I realized that it's something that I need to work on.
So I'm hearing that like you will go and you'll have like two or three bottles, oh not bottles, glasses of wine a day, and then you have seen that it will affect you the next day, and it really has a backfire effect on yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean it's really great that you see it as a problem, that you do like you see it as something that you would like to change. That's really good. That's the first step. So like, why exactly do you drink? What pushes you to that? What's your trigger?
Well, school, just getting all my schoolwork done for me is really stressful. I have a lot of pressure to do really well. I have a scholarship, and so if I don't keep a certain GPA, then I could lose my scholarship, and so keeping up with all that, and then I'm in a sorority, and so that's just more stress too.
And that's really great that you were able to get a scholarship in the first place. I mean, those can be pretty hard to obtain, and so that gives you the empowerment that you were able to do that in the first place. And it's really great that you have your sorority. I feel like they would back you up if a decision that you would want to make if you wanted to change lifestyles. Do you feel that they would back you up?
Yeah, they would be there for me. They've also showed concern that my drinking has become a bit excessive, and I do sometimes get in trouble with my sorority because of my drinking. It sheds a bad light on them and on me, and that's not what they want.
What all stresses have you seen that the alcohol brings you?
I mean, school is a stressor, and then also being in a sorority is in one, and I don't know. I guess that's the only really stressors that it brings to me.
Okay. So you do see it as a problem, and you do see it as something that you would like to change, though, right?
Yeah.
On a scale from like 1 to 10, how much do you feel that this needs to change?
I would say about a 7. I really don't like that I drink, but like you said, it is my stress reliever, and so I want to change. I don't like the hangovers, and I feel like it is not helping me with school and not helping me in my social life. So I would say about a 7.
Okay, so why exactly do you rate yourself 7 instead of like a 4?
I do realize that it's something I want to change, and so I guess that's a good step. But I'm definitely not at the point where I don't realize that's a problem. I've definitely realized it's a problem.
So when exactly do you think that you realized that this is a problem?
Well, there was one morning when I guess I drank too much the night before, and I slept through my alarm, and I slept through one of my exams for my tests for one of my classes, and so that was a really big wake up call for me, and I decided that it was time to go get help.
And that's good that you're able to be responsible enough, and like, I mean, yes, you let that happen, but you were able to see that, hey, I shouldn't let this happen again. That's good. The fact that you rate yourself as a 7 means, I mean, like, you are ready to make some changes. And do you know of anything that you could do instead of drinking to deal with your stress?
I've read in some places that exercise is a good form of stress relief, so I guess I could try to pick up that, or maybe some other extracurricular activities. I used to play volleyball a lot, so maybe I could start playing volleyball again.
I mean, that'd be fun, something that you would enjoy. I mean, it'd be healthy for you, and I mean, that just get your mind off of them. You don't want to make sure you don't put too much stuff on your plate. I mean, school is stressful all on its own. Have you thought about just maybe meeting with like your friends in classes and stuff to deal with it, like studying and stuff? Is that an option?
I've thought about it, but I mean, I guess I've always just rather go home and start drinking because then it makes me feel better. But I have some friends in my classes that I could ask them if they would like to study with me. Sorry.
Are you close to your family? Are they supportive, or do they know what you're dealing with right now? Or
I have a very supportive family. They live pretty close to school actually, so I mean I could go home frequently. And they are very, very supportive, but they also put a lot of pressure on me to do well. My parents are very, if you don't get an A, you're not doing well in school, so.
So I do hear that like you have a lot of stress on you. I mean, with school just in general, you have it from your family, you have it from your sorority. You have a lot of stress coming in to top on the stress you probably just put on yourself in general.
It's very stressful. It's overwhelming.
Yes, I understand that completely, and it's amazing that like you're continuing to go to school even if you're stressed and you have a lot going on. It's really great of you. So is there? We have different like gyms and stuff here in town that we can definitely like try to contact and see if they have things that will help you keep you busy but not put too much stress on you so that you can stay like get you out of the house for drinking but then not be too much for school and keep you away from school. That'd be helpful.
Yeah, like maybe there are some like Pilates classes or something that I could take.
You have Zumba and different things like that. There's a lot of different things that people can get into these days. So like like anybody else you hang out with been having the same problem, or is this something that you started by yourself?
This is kind of a solo thing. My roommates, I mean, I'll ask them to drink with me, but they don't because they say they have school the next day, which I guess I should be saying too. But so it's usually just me drinking by myself.
Okay, so altogether we see that we have a lot of different things adding stress to your life and that you do want to make a change. And we're going to try to maybe start exercising a little more, getting into volleyball again, and we're going to talk to your sorority and your family, and they're really going to back you up. And this seems like it's a really good step, at least, for our first meeting.
Yeah.
Do you have any problem in maybe coming back like next week and we continue on this right path?
No, I would really like that.
Okay, that's great. So maybe like next week, same time?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.